Good morning. It's soul time. I suppose this is something that I have set myself as a challenge for this year. It's something I do myself. It's something that I encourage others to do, and I'm working with them on a one-to-one and even in groups. But it's not something that I offer out quite often to others. But yet isn't it the core of everything? Because without the soul, without that soul connection, what does it say in scriptures? We're like clanging drums. We're like empty vessels. And we're not empty vessels. We are filled with vibrational energy, and that energy is so powerful, and we need to be really tapping into it and enjoying it and celebrating it. And so that's why I'm doing this. Not every morning, but most mornings when I get time to share it. I do it myself anyway. And this morning, the angel card that came out of the bag, and these are the cards that I'm using at the minute, is the angel card from Angel Daniel. And Daniel blesses you with kindness. Now, Daniel in the healing energy field, the integrated energy therapy field, is the angel that's associated with spleen energy. And the spleen is more on the left side of our body, and Daniel is all about releasing, or as I call it, retuning the vibration of resentment and retuning it to forgiveness. Now, quite often people put anger and resentment together, and they sort of can go together, but resentment can be something totally different. And resenting people and resenting things can literally hold us back and prevent us from living our best lives. And it can come from anger. It comes from unresolved events in our past. So this morning I'm going to offer you a tool or a technique or a challenge maybe too. To get a piece of paper and to write on that piece of paper everything, when you think of the word resentment, everything that comes into your head, everything that you resent, or person that you resent, or event that you resent. And you might have reasons for doing that. That's absolutely fine too. Write them all down on a piece of paper. And then nobody's watching, so be as honest as you can with yourself. Nobody's going to be seeing your list. And then make a phrase for each one. Go down every single one on the list and make a phrase that goes something like this. I call it an even though phrase. Even though I resent such and such and such, whatever, right now I truly forgive myself, because you have the ability to choose to let that resentment go, and up to now that hasn't happened. And normally it doesn't happen because of a past unresolved event that the energy is not free to go. But right now you can start all of that process by just saying the words, I truly forgive myself for holding on to this resentment. You don't even have to add that second bit on. So it's literally, even though I resent, and write what it is, and then the words you're going to say, right now I truly forgive myself. And go right down through your whole list of resentments and truly forgive yourself, because until you can truly forgive yourself and be compassionate with yourself and love yourself unconditionally, you can't really be compassionate and kind with another person. I'm sure you've often heard the words, when you can be anything, be kind. When you can be everything, be kind. If you can be anything, be kind. And you truly can't really be kind to another person until you are forgiving, compassionate, and loving of yourself. All of yourself. Every single cell. All of those over 50 trillion cells. And all the vibrations within them. So, the gift of today is to be truly kind with yourself first. And you wouldn't believe it, I was actually reflecting this morning, and that's what came to me. Gosh, with all the work I've done on myself and all the things I do, I'm still pretty hard on myself. I still push myself. Now, we need to push ourselves, I'm not saying anything against that, but it's the reason we do it and where it comes from. So be compassionate to yourself. Write out the list of all the things that you resent, all the people you resent. Doesn't matter, nobody's judging you, but it's time to write them all out, and it's time to retune them. And that begins with forgiving yourself. So even though I resent right now, I truly forgive myself. And when you finish that whole list of going down through, you're going to go down through every single one on the list, and you're going to make those phrases for them all. Then place your left hand on your heart center. Place your right hand on your solar plexus. And the solar plexus is between the end of the ribs, the bottom of the ribs, and your belly button, that space in there. So your right hand's going there, your left hand's going on your heart center. And just say phrases like, I truly love myself. I truly accept myself. And if anything comes up in your head that's an indication of you again resenting or being hard, or look what somebody did on me, just even though those things are coming up in your head, I truly love myself. Because holding on to these things doesn't affect the other person. It affects us and our energy and our vibration, and it prevents us from living our best life. Keeps us stressed, keeps us unfocused, unclear. So let's get focused and clear. Be kind to yourself. By loving yourself, forgiving yourself, and then tap into your heart and your solar plexus area and just breathe and truly love yourself. All the organs you have in under the solar plexus, all the organs between the heart and the solar plexus, and when that energy gets blocked, well then we get blocked and we get stressed and our heart rate changes, and we don't need that. We need to be living our best lives, surfing the wave of stress that comes at us, and enjoying our life's purpose on this planet. While we're here, we're not here for a long time, but we're here for a happy, joyful, content, gifted time. So let's clear the other stuff off the deck, as it were, and retune it to forgiveness and love and kindness and compassion. Have a blessed, peaceful, kind, forgiving and loving day. And thanks for watching. And you might want to share this with other people too.